Yo, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, the one chain to oblivion, returning yet again with another great video. Man, oh man, after I did that groundbreaking, incredible, I mean, absolutely amazing exposing of that garbage Crimson Desert bullshit, I knew it was time to talk about the top 10 underrated games that you should play. You know, after I went in on that, it got me thinking, what games that I feel like are underrated that people should be playing that deserves more attention or should check out. And it got me thinking, you know what? Let's get on it. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. First up on the list, we have Raido Devil Summoner. Now, this recently got a remake as well. And I've played both the original and the remake. Just a great game overall. You know, Atlas has got you covered when it comes to gaming, man. I mean, these guys are consistent as they come, and Raido is no different. Now, this is how you do action combat, man. You know, if you're looking for an what they call ARPG, I just consider it hack and slash. I always find that term to be stupid, but if you're looking for a hack and slash combat, then Raido Devil Summoner is definitely the one for you. This is how you fucking do action combat, man. Wow, just a great game overall. Moving on. Next up on the list, we have The World Ends With You, Neo. Now, with Neo, I feel like it gets overlooked because of the original. You know, the original was just so monumental at the time it came out. It was just such a good DS game. It's hard to beat it. You know, it's hard to beat its legacy. But I feel like Neo was a great follow up. You know, I feel like it gets overlooked a lot because it's a game that's in the shadow of its predecessor. But I feel like on its own, it's actually a pretty fucking good game. It's just it gets overshadowed because the previous game was just so good. But I feel like a lot of the combat here is actually quite incredible. You know, story is not as tight as the original, but if we're talking about gameplay wise, aesthetics wise, it's got it, man. It's definitely got it. A great game to play. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Again, if you're looking for some more quote unquote ARPG style combat, then this game has got you covered. Next up on the list, we have Blood Rain 2. Woo! Yes, sir! That's what I'm fucking talking about. This is how you do hack and slash edgy, man. This is how you fucking do it. Not that Devil May Cry bullshit. Not that Devil May Cry nonsense. This is how you do it. Man, I mean, the stuff you can do in this game is just absolutely incredible, man. People always assume, it's Blood Rain, it's a Devil May Cry clone, and it's this and that. I'm like, shut your bitch ass up. You don't know what you're talking about right now, because if you actually play that game, and if you actually check this game out, you would know this is not no fucking Devil May Cry clone. Since when can you do all these cool glory kills? Since when can you do all these cool glory kills the way you can in Blood Rain? You know, you're just hopping on buildings, flipping on rails and stuff like that, riding rails, doing all these climbing and jumps. And I mean, holy fuck, man, you can do so much in this game. You can really use chains to throw stuff at enemies or to throw enemies into flame. And I mean, oh my goodness, you could do a whole lot. And again, with this being centered around vampires, you can also, you know, suck blood of enemies so you can heal up and what have you and do all these cool movements and what have you. And I'm like, wow, man, this is what gaming looks like with hack and slash. Just pushing the limits, just letting you be able to do so much in the game, right? And that's what Blood Rain 2 accomplishes. Wow, just an absolutely incredible game. A must play indeed. Next up on the list, we have Darksiders. Now, with Darksiders, a lot of people see this as like a Souls-like game. I don't really see it as that. I mean, I guess it is, but there's a lot of stuff you can do in this game. And yeah, I never saw it as Souls-like because again, it has its own original story, it has its own aesthetic. Just lots of cool stuff you can do. If anything, it actually pulls more from Prince of Persia. I've noticed this game pulls a lot from Prince of Persia, if anything. But yeah, just an overall incredible game. Definitely worth checking out. Next up on the list, we have Angels at Dusk. Man, this is a awesome indie game, man. If you're looking for a really gruesome, 18 plus rail shooter, this has got you covered, man. I mean, this shit is some fucking insane gameplay, man. And I only dibble and dabble in rail shooters here and there, but this one really took me by surprise, man. I mean, the art style is absolutely incredible. Gameplay is fun, it's addictive. And yeah, it's just a complete gory mess. Just awesome, insane bosses. I mean, wow, man, just an incredible game all around. And again, man, these indie developers, man, they really turning the fuck up. I gotta say, they're really turning up. Next up on the list, we have Damon's Bride. This is a pretty much an underrated fighting game. I don't really see that many people discussing this game. But if you're a fan of Darkstalkers, then this is probably for you. It pulls a lot from that. Even if you're a fan of JoJo, you'll probably like this because, that's the whole gimmick. You have a demon and then you have the bride of that demon, right? So you kind of have like the stand like power or what have you. So if you're into that, if you're big on stands or what have you, you'll probably like this game. I like it because of the monsters and the demons, and the gameplay is just absolutely fluid, man. Just great 2D fighting combat, man. Just absolutely smooth, great combos. Yeah, it's just a very high stake competitive game. Just a lot of fun. Next up on the list, we have Bloody War 3. So some more fighting stuff. This is definitely underrated. In the fighting game community, I'm pretty sure there's folks that know what this game is, but as a whole, not many people know what this game is. And they should. This is another example of a great 3D fighter, man. I mean, wow. Just absolutely incredible. Again, if you like stuff like Darkstalkers and all that, then this game is definitely for you, but in 3D. Just absolutely a gore fest, awesome transformations, great combat, fluid all the way around. Soundtrack hitting, boy. Nageshi on that soundtrack, baby. He doing it, man. He doing the most. And wow, just turning the fuck up. Next up on the list, we have Darkstalkers Resurrection. Now, with this is the a collection of games. And yeah, this is probably the best way to experience Darkstalkers in modern day. If you're not able to get, the original games or what have you, this is probably the best way to play Darkstalkers. Definitely far better than Street Fighter. Just a very creative fighting game, man. I mean, wow, you got all these monster characters and what have you, unique move sets and combos. Just a really cool fighting game altogether, man. Next up on the list, we have Fairy Fencer F. This definitely got overlooked in the PS3 gen. It's a visual novel RPG that also has some transformation, like gimmicks and what have you, that you might see in Toku, especially with the armor changes and what have you, or even Magical Girl too. It has some Magical Girl influence in here. But it's just a really fun game. If you're looking for something a little more chill, you're looking for something with a story of characters just getting on each other's nerves and what have you, and just having this constant banter, then this game is definitely for you. And lots of fun combat, man. I mean, the transformation gimmick in here is pretty cool. And yeah, it's just a really, really fun game. Last but not least, we have Yakuza Like a Dragon. Man, probably one of the most underrated Yakuza games, because everyone talks about Zero, everyone talks about the other Yakuza games, and they are great. I'm not, saying anything against that, but I feel like a Dragon gets overlooked so much because one, it's an RPG, and two, it's a spin-off game. So they're like, oh, well, it's a spin-off and it's RPG, so it has to be boring and can't be good. But if you've played this game, if you know what the combat's like, if you've seen the story for this, then you know what time it is. You know that this game ain't playing these games. I mean, wow, just absolutely incredible, man. Just Sega doing their moats on this. They took a little bit from Dragon Quest. You can see that they were big fans of Dragon Quest, and they implemented stuff you would see in Dragon Quest in this game, especially with references. But yeah, just an awesome RPG experience, man. This is some really innovative JRPG making right here. But with that being said, those are my top 10 underrated games that you should play. Just an awesome list, man. I mean, tons and tons and tons of great games on this fucking list. But yeah, with that being said, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, and until next time, I'll see you.